Someone over there at DC Studios or Warner Brothers perhaps has woken up to the fact that when you're starting a fresh universe, you don't want to roll out your bottom of the barrel characters. Like, you don't want to start with the worst of the worst. Like, yeah, that's not a good, smart, winning strategy. So, with that being said, we now know officially that Sgt Rock film that was announced earlier this year, it's officially canned. And I couldn't just be any more happier with that decision. Like, yeah.
Oh no! What happened? Oh no! How terrible! That's just awful! How terrible! Oh no!
You don't need to move forward with that because, again, it was unwanted. It was unwarranted. Nobody asked for this, and nobody will care. He will fade back into obscurity where he belongs. I definitely got an interesting quick hit to do on the DCU side of things. So let's get into today's video. Just got to start off by saying, welcome back to the channel. You already know what's going on. It is your boy Chuck. Loves to come to you off the cuff with all that comic book movie stuff. Let's get into today's quick hit. Today, we are in the DCU, and boy, oh boy, this coming on the back of, the Authority film being canned. Oh, yeah, I'm a real happy duckling. Seems like the future may be bright for DC after all. Now, I don't understand personally why this film was announced. I don't get why James Gunn sat down and thought it would be a good idea to go ahead and put something like this into production. It's just, it doesn't make sense. This is the same guy that said their universe was going to be interconnected on a mass scale. So we talking about three mediums right there. We got movies, TV shows, and games. But out of all the great characters in history that DC has to play with, you telling me you go in the toy box and pull shit out like Sgt Rock?
Who mans is this? Get him the fuck out of here.
The Authority? Creature Commandos? Like, yeah, bro, something's not right up there. Like, I don't know why you thought that. Again, that was a good decision. Seems like they were having trouble, getting this to actually get up off the ground. There were rumors when it was first announced. They were looking at Daniel Craig to take the lead role, but unfortunately that was turned down on Mr. Craig's end. He didn't want to be attached to the project. As he knew himself, looking at it like, that's not even like, I wouldn't even think that was a DC comic. I wouldn't even have thought that. Like, probably a regular person would have thought. He wanted nothing to do with the project, walked away, turned it down. The director, Luca Guadagnino.
Let me read that part. God damn, girl. Y'all got some names on that now.
He worked on the last project with Daniel Craig, Queer. They were set to go in, hit it with the old dynamic duo. But me personally, don't know nothing about this director. Don't plan on seeing any of his work, especially his latest film. Going off of the name, it tells me everything I need to know. It's not a film for me, brother.
Gay.
I could just gather all I need to know off of that name. I'm cool. I'm not going to go sit down and watch something called Queer. No, I'm good, buddy. I'm going to let y'all rock out with that one. It's just not my taste. He was on the red carpet last week speaking at some event, basically confirming this has been canceled. He will not be moving forward with this project. Maybe James Gunn, which I don't think is James Gunn in our reality. I think he's a jackass that's going to continue to make dumb decisions. Honestly, I think it's Mr. Zaslav waking up to the fact that, yeah, he might have hired somebody that wasn't fit for the job. Looking at the slate of films, he's adding in projects like Sgt Rock. He had to come in like, whoa, buddy. You moving a little too fast there. Let's first get a successful Superman film before we start announcing shit like this. Let's do that first. I still don't understand how we're getting a Clayface film before we get a Batman movie in the DCU.
Really?
Shit, you even put in that Clayface film before Batman Part 2. So it's like, yeah, James is really, I'm almost certain that this was not a James Gunn decision. I just feel it in my bones. Like somebody or Warner Brothers was like, nah, we're going to put a stop to this shit. We're going to go ahead and just nip that right in the bud. We gave him a little bit too much control. Because I don't understand what audience they were shooting for. You talking about a guy that hasn't had an active comic run? What, in the last 20, 30 years? A World War II hero? Okay, but if that's what you thought was, going to be, if that was your vision of success for DC, by all means, go ahead and continue to fail like DC been doing. They just put the next idiot in there, I see. But what are your thoughts? Are you happy that this film is canceled? Because I know I am. I'm definitely like, yeah, it was a great decision, smart decision. They're saying that they may revisit this at the end of the year for possible shooting next year.
I am a person that believes in second chances. I think America is the land of second chances, except for when it comes to this dude.
But I don't think it's going to happen. I strongly don't think that's going to happen because, again, no one's going to be upset about this. Hell, no one probably even knew this was something that was happening. He's going to fade right back into obscurity where he belongs. Going to leave Sgt Rock in the past. Let's quit playing around with these relics. Leave that guy where he belongs. It's a different time. Nobody wants to see that. If you disagree with me, let me know down in the comments. If you are, a returning viewer, do want to say thank you. Greatly appreciate all my continued viewers and support. If you are new and like the content, consider, dropping a like, leaving a comment. If you do want to subscribe, by all means, go ahead. Make sure you hit the bell so you'll be notified when we drop more content. But it has been your boy Chuck. We out.